Atmospheric, again, photograph. These make great, they're not only great gifts, they're great investments as well. So if anyone wants to buy one for themselves, it's something that they can hang on the wall, knowing that it's not depreciating in value, that it's increasing.
And also, you know, you've got something very, very rare. We're talking, you know, single figures availability here on most of what's in the show. So, you know, these are not widely available. They're not mass-produced or anything like that. So you've got an opportunity here for £294.99 to commemorate and remember 1957's Aston Villa's FA Cup final there. It's on 3 flexible payments of £98.33. That's all you give us today, plus the P&P. Provided you live in this country, you can have FlexiPay with our compliments, OK, spreading the cost interest-free. Now, already lots of you are interested in this one. Man City, bearing in mind they're in the FA Cup final tomorrow. That's probably why it's so popular right now. This is Neil Young's signature on here, commemorating the FA Cup final of 1969. Leicester City v Manchester City. And again, a little bit of colour enhancement going on with the...
Yeah, again, the much-loved Neil Young, who sadly passed away this year. Absolute Manchester City legend.
Is Neil Young the one that you've coloured in there?
Yes, that's right, yeah, right. Yeah. And that's the photograph of him scoring the winning goal.
Wow. Yeah. How about that? And that's 1969. I was 4 years old when that goal was scored. Maybe you remember that as well. £299.99, 3 flexible payments of £100. And it's a tough thing to talk about, but it is true that very often signatures of people who are sadly no longer with us increase in value and increase in cost.
Yeah, I mean, they can double overnight once, unfortunately, the person passes on. That's why a lot of people really see them as a good investment, this type of memorabilia, because it can only go up in value.
OK, let's go over and look at 1970, and you're looking at Chelsea here, Chelsea v Leeds United. And Ron Harris's signature there he is holding up the FA Cup aloft.
Yeah, again, Ron Chopper Harris, absolute Chelsea legend. He's right up there in probably the top 2, top 3 Chelsea legends of all time, along with Roy Bentley. Yeah, great photograph of him there lifting the trophy. That one was at Old Trafford after the game went to a replay. So, again, against a highly rated Leeds side at the time, who they were probably expected to win Leeds, but Chelsea prevailed, and it was, yeah.
And he's evidently played more games than any other player for Chelsea. Is that nearly 800?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You probably know better than me, Dave.
Right. I'm being told, I'm being fed the information. So I'm not making out I know much about football at all, but I'm just being fed the information for you. But there we go. Maybe you were there. Maybe you wanted to be there. Maybe you're watching it on TV. Maybe you're a massive Harris fan. Then now's your chance to get this. Lots of you going for all sorts of different pictures in the show today. We call these presentations rather than pictures. The main focal point, obviously, is the picture, is the signature, and again, the certificate of authenticity, with that little touch of seeing them sign what you've actually got hanging in your wall. That's nice to have that on the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
OK, then on to the double. Arsenal. This is Frank McClintock celebrating the double, and that goes back to 1971.
Yep, again, a really nice photograph again, where instead of colorising it here, the background's been desaturated, so the colour remains in the photograph, and the rest of the photograph, the colour's been removed. Again, a moment for many Arsenal fans that they'll never forget when they won a double in 1971.
I love the attention to detail that you do with the mounting and that sort of thing as well, with the red background, the kind of yellow border, because it's a lot of care that's been taken to make sure it all fits, and it's all very pleasing on the eye as well. And I love the extra touch of the replica ticket and the replica programme too. So even the background colour kind of ties in with the rosette, and also, of course, the picture itself.
Yeah,
so that's... Sorry.
It is a fundamental part of our business, is our presentation. You know, we really believe in giving people... These photographs are so great that we really want to show them off to their best, their absolute best.
Now let's move on to Leeds and Jack Charlton. Another great image here. There's a signature right the way across his body there. And 1972, the year for this one.
Yep, again... as I said before, I really love this photograph. You can see the Wembley Stadium in the background, and you've got all the Chelsea legends there. You've got Billy Bremner, you've got Giles, Clark, Lorimer in the background there, and I think that's just a really atmospheric photograph.
And he was part of the World Cup winning side as well.
Yeah, 1966, so Jack's a real legend. Not only in England, but in Ireland too, where he managed the Ireland team as well.
Now, Trevor Brooking, moving on to West Ham. There we go, look. There's his signature there. Again,
Yep.
photograph of him signing it on the back of the piece as well. 1980, getting a little bit more up to date now. And here, again, you've got the actual duplicate front of the programme, duplicate of the ticket as well, and a little bit more about the game too, just in case you need reminding as to what actually happened during the game. Most people probably won't. But it lists all the teams, West Ham and Arsenal, tells you the day and the date that it was actually played, and tells you more about the actual game itself.
Yep, of course, Trevor Brooking, I should say Sir Trevor Brooking, one of the few up here that's actually got the knighthood to prove it. So he's certainly a West Ham legend, there's no doubt about that. And photograph capturing the moment when he scored the goal to win the FA Cup.
Superb. Tottenham next.
Yep.
On the website, you're on the website for this one right now as I speak. And here we've got Ricky Villa.
Yep, Ricky Villa. The photograph actually captures him on his mazy run, which went on to score the winning goal. Ricky was substituted in the first game. This was a replay. Went off in tears, walking down the tunnel in tears. Was picked for the replay, went on to score 2 goals, including the winner. So a real Tottenham legend, and this game was probably one of the Tottenham's greatest ever days.
And again, a wonderful picture, a wonderful presentation, and a great value as well. $299.99, but remember, you don't have to give us the full $299.99 right now. We only ask you if you want to put it on FlexiPay for £100. £100 plus the postage, and it'll be with you in the next few days. And remember, we're not that far away from Father's Day. I can't imagine a football fan father not loving having something like this, maybe in his room, in the bedroom, in the lounge, wherever, or maybe even in the office at work. And then we go on to 1984, Everton.
Yep,
and Graham Sharp's signature.
A great Everton side around that era, the 84-85 team. All those names there, absolute legends, including, as you pointed out earlier, Andy Gray,
yeah.
Peter Reid, Neville Southall, and of course Graham Sharp, who signed the piece, who was one of the goal scorers in the final. Sharp and Gray were one of the best striking partnerships Everton ever had, so to have his signature is quite something for an Everton fan.
And maybe you want a couple of these, maybe you can go for a couple of them. They all tie in really nicely, they're all very similar in size. Maybe you want to start a collection or something like that. 1984, that's the year for that particular one if you'd like it, and it's $294.99. Now, let's just quickly remind you of the details for this one then. Excuse me. Everton 1984 FA Cup final with Graham Sharp's signature, 187610. Is your item number there, 187610. Excuse me. Right, frog in my throat. Now then, let's carry on and show you Liverpool. Ron Yates and the Liverpool picture, which is absolutely superb. It's a montage of images, as you can see just here. Beautifully done, again, with the signatures, as we said to you before. All authenticated with the C of A, as they call it, certificate of authenticity on the back of the frame as well. And I'll turn it around and I'll show you him signing it a little bit later on. But a lovely montage of images there.
Yeah, again, they are really nice images. Again, colourised as well. As I pointed out earlier, what I really like about these frames is the way that not only are they double mounted with red and gold card, that's recessed, so it gives it a type of 3D feel to it, and it's really, again, really shows off the piece really nicely.
I love the fact that you've got that combination of black and white and hints of colour there as well. It kind of makes it almost leap out at you, doesn't it, the images?
Yeah, and obviously the nice colour border around it really brings out those Liverpool colours. And
it tells you again the actual years that he was with the club, and a little bit more about him, of course, as well. If I just turn it round so you can see the all-important certificate even of authenticity. There we go, I'll turn it around for you. It's not only just saying, you know, that it's genuine and all of that, but it's showing you Ron himself signing it. It's also got that little holographic sticker on there, of course, as well.
Yeah, tamper-proof hologram. It also has our full company details and the AFTAL, which is the Autograph Association, Fair Trade Association, which we're members.
So every single piece, whether you're buying the boots, whether you're buying the jersey, whether you're buying any of the presentations we've just shown you around the corner, have got those certificates on the back or on the base. They're on there somewhere, so you know you've absolutely got 100% genuine memorabilia. It must be a great business to be in this.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun meeting the old legends of the game, and they tell some great tales, you know, and you're sitting there getting them to sign. There's always some anecdote that they're rambling on about. It's great to listen to.
Well, the next picture's on the way, but if you would like this one, there it is. It's 187758, signed by Ron Yates in person, and it's brand new today, as all of these are. £114 and 99 pence is the price. Now, next we've got Ipswich and Brian Talbot's signature here. Slightly smaller picture, this one. But a lovely image with him with the cup, the actual top of the cup on his head. There we go, look. £89, 99 pence. It's 17 by 13 inches, the size of the actual frame. But again, a great image there, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, I think it was the only time Ipswich won the FA Cup, and really a real big shock, because Arsenal were expected to win that game, and Ipswich came back against all the odds and won 1-0. So it was a fantastic day for any Ipswich fan. I'm sure that anyone that was there, or even if they were watching it on TV, will never forget that day. And
as you can see, there's Brian, who served from 1972 to 1979 with them, and there is his signature, and there's a fantastic black and white image celebrating that win. £89.99 the price, in a classic black frame as well. They're all strung at the back for you, so they're ready to hang straight away, and if you'd like it, you just give us the first flexible payment. That's all you have to do, which is £30 now, plus the P&P, and the next £30 in 4 weeks, and the final in 8 weeks' time. Now, this is a double whammy. You're getting two signatures, really. Dave Mackay and Alan Murray both signed this for you. This is going back to 1967, but it's a colour photograph, which is quite unusual.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and then back in sort of '67, most of the photographers there were taking their photographs in black and white because they were going to be used in the newspaper. So there wasn't too many photographers with a colour roller film in their camera. So it's quite unusual to have colour photographs like that. And a really atmospheric one. You can see Terry Venables in the background there. And, of course, Alan Mullery played for England.
It seems to be tradition that each of the winning teams always wear the
lid
of the cup.
Someone ends up on their head, yeah. And of course, Dave Mackay, absolute Tottenham legend, hard man. And, complete legend, really.
Absolutely. Both of those signatures on there for £119.99. And if I show you, I don't know if the picture shows you both of them. No, it shows you one of them signing this.
Yeah, it's Alan Mullery on the back. Yeah.
There we go. Alan's signing it there. And there's that hologram as well, holographic sticker. There we go. 3 flexible payments of £40. £40 today plus the P&P, and it'll be on its way. And it will come really well wrapped up, well protected, and you'll have, I'm not going to say a one-off because there are more than one of these, but there are very, very few of them available. We've got in the show mostly single-figure stock on quite a few pieces. A few others we've got a few more of, but not much at all. Lots of you going for the Aston Villa one as well that we showed you. This is going back in time even further to 1957 and signed by Peter McParlin. £119.99. And to get these old photographs going back so far, is that quite easy to do or not really?
The photographs we obtain, we have licence agreements with Action Images and the Press Association, so we go through their archives to find really atmospheric images from the day.
And really good quality pictures too, in actual fact. Very, very crisp and clear, even though they're black and white. But that creates that real sense of nostalgia. It tells you everyone that was in the team. It tells you more about the match, of course, there on these steel presentation slates at the bottom of the picture. £119.99 or 3 flexible payments of £40 with Peter McParlin's signature on it. He's still obviously with us?
Yep.
Yeah. If you like that, 187-774. The Aston Villa FA Cup final in 1957. Now, 1964, the year before I was born, this is West Ham's year of fame and fortune. This is Ronnie Boyce's signature, which we'll just get in and show you. Down the bottom there, right in the middle, there it is. That's a real leap of joy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a fantastic photograph.
Is that him jumping up? Is that what it was? Right.
Yeah, and just scoring the winning goal, and really atmospheric. And you've got you can see Wembley in the background there in all its glory. It's just, it's a great shot.
Brilliant. And again, all the authenticity that you need, you've got. And it's lovely to know. I mean, in the world of memorabilia, you are sometimes on a little bit of a wing and a prayer. You kind of think to yourself, oh, I hope this is genuine. I hope it is real. You know that this is real. This is all from the same company. Gary's been with the company for a long time, the British Sports Museum. Tell us a little bit more about the company.
Well, we based the company really on premium sports memorabilia. So we wanted to really make sure that having a love of memorabilia myself, I wanted to make sure it's presented correctly. Really, I hate it when I see a really great photograph, signed photograph in a cheap frame.